The topic today is the new you. The new you. Yes, it exists. There's a new you. Why do you need to meet the new you? You see, three major reasons why you need to meet the new you. Number one, to let go of the past. Number two, to take full advantage of the present. And number three, to attract your dream future. Now, I didn't say to attract the future because there's future for everyone. But that future might not be your dream future. It might just be the future that the world gave you. But to attract the kind of future you want, you need to meet the new you. Now, when we talk about letting go of your past as one of the major reasons why you need to meet the new you, it's important that you know this, that the reason why a lot of people will not become what they want is because they are too attached to what they have been. That's the reason. And that's why you hear them say, I've always been this way. I don't know if you've met people and they will tell you, I've always been this way. Take me for who I am. You know what I'm saying? It's me. That's my personality. It's me, And if you have always been this way, if that version of you has been working, then keep it. If that version of you, that you've always been that way, if it's been providing the result that you need, then stay with it. There's no need for you to come and meet this new person. But if you know that that version of you has still got some flaws, has still not positioned you in the place or to the atmosphere where you want to be, then maybe there is a need to begin to let go of that past, because many of us are prisoners of our past. We claim that we have forgotten this matter, but we haven't. It can be a past trauma, it can be a past bad experience, there's something in that past that even if you have claimed that you have forgotten about it and you have forgiven yourself or whoever, that past is still haunting you. And that's because you are still living in your old self. You are not allowing that new you to come out, because the new you has nothing to do with those past failures, honestly. The new you has nothing to do with those past abuses. Forget about what he or she did to you. It has nothing to do with the new you. I tell you, when you meet this new you today, when you meet that culprit tomorrow, that person will be surprised, because the kind of smile and the kind of person they will meet, even the person will tell you, this is a different person. Upon everything I do to you, in the business, in our relationship, in our marriage, and you're still like this, he would confirm, or he or she would confirm that they've seen the new you. African entrepreneurs, are you interested in meeting that new person? The only reason why you are still carrying that baggage is because you are still inside that old identity. African entrepreneurs, there is a new identity that all those experiences that happen, be it good or bad, is an advantage for. And because it's an advantage for that person, he has no bitterness whatsoever. Forget, he has no bitterness whatsoever with that situation. That's why I need to move to the present. That's the reason why some of us, and many of us, are not taking full advantage of the present. Because we do not even understand that we're already in our new self. Things have changed. See, what separates us from the person we were and a new person is transformation. Whatever experience you've gotten, remember, be it good and bad, is what sums up to the creation of the new you. Let me break it down to a very simple way. If somebody scammed you in your business or in a relationship or broke your heart, the only reason why you are now different is because of that experience. Some of us are good parents, are good fathers, good brothers, good sisters, good lovers. The only reason why we are like that is because we have taken advantage of the experience that maybe I had a father or a mother that used to abuse me, or an uncle that used to abuse me. And because of that, I decided to be a very good uncle. I decided to be a very good dad, because we evolved with that transformation. We didn't live in that bitterness. We took advantage of it. You are a new being. There's a new person here. And because of that new person, because of the things you are doing and your achievements, the mission, your new goal, your new objective in life, there is a new character. There is a new personality. There is a new mindset. There is a new desire, and there are new lifestyles. Honestly, you know what? You won't get this, but I'll keep breaking it down so that you can pick the point. I don't like noise anymore. Honestly, I don't know why I don't like noise. And somebody told me, I think it's because you're becoming a billionaire. I said, yeah, thank God I'm becoming a billionaire. I don't like noise. Rich people don't like noise. You will just realize you don't like noise anymore. I went to a club and I've never, for the past 2, 3, 4 years, I can't hear when they speak. I want to speak to my friend, I can't hear. Like I'll be seeing people, they'll be talking from far with the noise, and they could hear. And I'll be saying, how come? How can't I hear? Like, if somebody needs to speak to me, everybody that has come to club with me, no, I use a notepad. So I write what I want to say so you can read it. But I remember, this is the same Summy Francis that used to own a club. I used to live inside the club. So I was used to the noise. Even if you talk from there, I can hear you. But right now, my lifestyle has changed because of where I'm going. And I don't like noise. If you come to my house and you play one rubbish music, even my driver knows. If he plays one music anyhow, he's in trouble. He knows. They even know. My PA knows. He sets the mood for me in the office when I walk in. It has to be calm, cool music. The lifestyle is changing. So accept it. Some of us are fighting with it. Accept it. Because you are not accepting the person that you are. You have not taken advantage of your new personality. You have not agreed with yourself. You are still fighting with old you, new you. So you are not even getting that. Those friends will not be there anymore. Those people will not be there anymore. Those kind of relationships will not be there anymore. They will fall off automatically. There is nothing wrong with you. Some of you that are losing friends and you're thinking, oh, what's wrong with me? I don't have friends anymore. Nothing. It's the new you. Accept it. Because you are going at a level where those friends cannot comprehend anymore. The reason why you have not met new friends is because you have not accepted the new you. So you are trying to be the new you and you have the old friends. You are going for the old ones. The old ones too are refusing you. They are rejecting you. They are speaking something about you. In a nutshell, they are even jealous of you. The moment you accept the new you, you start seeing these new people because there's a new mind. And it will start attracting these new people. You see, many of us, we chase after big dreams and we chase after big things in life. And as you travel down this road called growth and transformation, I said that before, we forget that we're not the same person anymore. It's making us become somebody new. It's molding us into someone different. So all of a sudden, it's not like, how did I get these new habits? How come? And I know that a lot of you can relate to what I'm saying right now, but many of you have not accepted it. And because you have not accepted it, you are even missing out. You are a big boy now. You are a big girl. Who cares? Who cares? That, you see, it's not a cause to be blessed. There's nothing you are doing wrong. Accept it. I am blessed. I am okay. My life is good. This is who I am. And this is the kind of people I want to connect with now. If I speak to my old friend, my old boyfriend, my old girlfriend, and they don't want to accept me, it is fine. I will meet new people on this new road. You see, this new person has got a new attitude because it's got a new mind and it's got a new character. And you need to acknowledge that person. There is greatness in you, I tell you. In this new you, there is so much greatness. You need to acknowledge it and respect it. You would mess up at times. You would make mistakes. Because as this new character, this new being, there are things you cannot do anymore. Just recently, and I said to my team, I'm going to say this at the assembly. I messed up. I messed up with one of my bad habits. And I said to my team, when you mess up, let me teach you this. When that old you comes out, that old character, that old habit comes out, you know what you should do? Apologize to yourself. Apologize to your new you. When the old you hears that, he is pissed. He is irritated. You say you're not going to smoke anymore. I'm not going to drink anymore. I'm not going to take these drugs anymore. I'm not going to be angry anymore. I'm not going to shout anymore. I'm not going to overreact anymore. You will still do it because you are human. But once you do it, apologize to yourself. Should I tell you something about the old person in you? He or she has got pride. It has pride. It doesn't like when you embarrass him. So if it's something you did to somebody and you call that person and say, you know what, I did something like this to you. This is not me anymore. And I'm sorry. Oh my God, the old being inside of you is already mad. And because he's got pride, he won't want to come again. You know why? Because he knows that the next time he gets you to smoke or drink or do what you say you will never do anymore, you're going to apologize. So you are killing his ego. So he will rather leave you alone. Did you catch that trick? As people, guys, one of the major things we do as humans is to observe and report. You haven't noticed? You observe, today I'm not feeling good. Today I've got headache. Today I've got cold. I don't feel myself. I don't feel like walking. I don't feel good about myself. Did you get those reports? That's what we do. That's what humans do automatically. But you have to be very careful what you report to yourself. Maybe I should even tell you this right now. You have to be extremely careful what you report to yourself. Why, you may ask? Let me share this story with you. You see, there used to be this fridge repairs all those industrial fridges and freezers that we have in big liquor shops. So they call this fridge repairer to come and repair one of the damaged freezers, you know what I'm saying? And this guy came in with his tools and things like that. This guy got in to repair one of the major freezers they got in the company. And somehow, you know, it's those jam doors. Now the door trapped him in. You know, try to eat the door. Nobody was there because it was really working at the back. Now, of course, like I said to you, human being, we observe and report. That's the normal human instinct. You know, because he didn't want to live like that, he took, the mist on the glass. So he started writing. You know, he started with, I'm cold. I'm feeling cold. About 30 minutes later, he wrote again, it's getting very cold. I'm getting very cold. I need help. About an hour to 2 hours afterwards, you know, he wrote, this might be my last words. And of course, it was his last words. A couple of hours later, they came into the place and they found him dead. African entrepreneurs observe and report. That's what humans do. But what are you reporting to yourself? When they checked, the shocking thing was that where he died, the freezer wasn't working. It was damaged. And right where the engine where it damaged, there was still air. So there was still air coming in. My brothers and sisters, this guy talked himself to death. Some of you don't know the meaning of what you have been reporting to yourself. Because he was in that atmosphere and his mind was telling him, of course, it's a freezer, I'm closed in, I can't breathe. All those information that he was feeding himself and was feeling it because it was what he was saying, because the cold that he was experiencing then was just that cold of the normal freezer will be cold. But there was nothing new blowing in. And it was not jammed, there was still ventilation. But because his mind was reporting to himself, he died. He talked himself to death. Some of you are doing that. I am ugly, I am fat, I am like this, I am like that, I am good for nothing, I am broke, I am poor. You are reporting these things to yourself. And people who are close to me knows that I rebel when people say things around me like that. I come against this because I know how powerful what you are saying. You can literally kill yourself with your mouth. This guy died without nothing killing him. African entrepreneurs, the same way you can talk yourself to death, you can also talk yourself to life. You can then speak to your new you right now and tell your new you, because he appreciates. You can report to it. This is who I am. This is what I am. This is what I'm going to get. This is how I look. This is how I feel. You have to have what I call self-pride. I am Summy Smart Francis. I am nothing without God. It's not a joke. It's a statement. It's a fact. I know who I am. You have to be able to know yourself, your new you, because it's going to help your journey at the end of the day. And be careful what you report to yourself. So when those situations happen, report back to the new you. Feed the new you with the right message, with the right information. Even when I fumbled, I messed up here. I am sorry. I'm talking to myself. I am sorry. I'll try so much. This will never happen again. Because I am greater than this, I am better than this. You keep talking that life into yourself and watch what will happen. See, if you don't appreciate who you have become, your value cannot appreciate. It can never. You don't value yourself. How do you want to appreciate? You'll be like, you're a bad investment. You are depreciating. So if you don't appreciate who you are becoming, whatever the situation is, even if, I don't know, some of you might be lonely where you are right now. You might feel you are in a very worst situation, if you don't appreciate that situation, that you know what, I am lonely but I'm strong, I'm lonely but I'm not broken, I am like this but this is where I am, I don't have money but I've got life and I love my life irrespective of what's happening around me. If you keep giving yourself that appreciation, your value will automatically begin to appreciate. And do you know what happens? When your value appreciates, automatically you attract success. You will. That dream future you want will automatically just be connecting. The dots will just be connecting. Because you appreciate yourself. You're a good investment to yourself. You will begin to attract the kind of life you want. African entrepreneurs, the new you is kind. The new you is humble. The new you has got good characters. Is the leader. The new you is intelligent. The new you is experienced. Have you forgotten? The only difference between the old you and the new you is now you are well equipped mentally. So forget about what you have gone through in your business, in your relationship, in your family, in your background. Focus on that new you that is well equipped with that experience. Value it, and what happens? You begin to appreciate. And because you appreciate in life, your return is high. I've spoken about this in one of our assemblies. Then you begin to attract the right people. You begin to attract the right business. You begin to attract the right relationship, the right boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage. Because there is this value. How can I love you when you don't love yourself? There are some people that they cannot be single in their business. Partners will follow them. There is value. There are some people who cannot be alone. There is people that will come and say, I want to be around you because I will tap from your knowledge, your wealth of wisdom. So because you are valuable, you are useful. So forget about some things that don't add up and focus on that new you. Appreciate that new you, who you've become, and you would be surprised at what you will get from it. Let me ask you this. Who do you prefer? The old you or the new you? Forget about that old person that made those mistakes. It's allowed. That was why that being was created. Haven't you noticed that even God changes people's names? There's supposed to be an Abraham before there's an Abraham. There's an Isaac, you remember? There's a Jacob. There's those names that must change because there has to be a new being. So the old being has to make those mistakes. Now, your old being has made mistakes. Then you fail to enter into the shell of the new you. Are you not a waste? Are you not a waste? Forgetting that the only reason why you had that identity then was to make those mistakes. You have made them. Let it go. Now let the new being of your existence begin to enjoy the reward of those mistakes. There is reward in mistakes. Life. There is wisdom in it. So if you appreciate who you have become, then keep it. But it can be very, very hard to keep it. You know, it's very easy to be the old you, the old habits, the old things you used to do. It's very easy to be the new person might be very hard. Now you want to become a leader. You want to keep fit because you want to stand in front of public. That means you have to exercise. My PA and I struggles every morning when she's telling me it's time to exercise. I still struggle with my new me. It's hard. So don't let me lie to you. It's not going to be easy. But you need to face it, because if you're looking for what is easy, you must remember this. Do what is easy. Do what is easy, and your life will be hard. Do what is hard, and your life will be easy. So even if it's difficult for you to form in that new being, even if it's hard now, I bet you the result will be an easy life, a beautiful life. So those cultures, those behaviors, those attributes, the new you needs for where you are going, put on that armor, put on that identity, put on that personality, put on that character, and put on those habits. If you need to read more, read more. If you need to study more, study more. If you need to speak like a leader, talk like a leader. If the new you is going to be a leader, then why not you act like one now? There is a big vacuum in Africa, and it's leadership. Even in companies. Anybody that is an African young entrepreneur, a member of this organization, and you are lower in your organization or your company, you are a loser. You don't know how to grow your way up to success. Do you know how people are approaching CEOs now and telling them, you know what, I want to partner with this business? Go and try that with your boss and see what he will say. And it's like, why? Because I love this vision. I want to give it what it takes and I want a partner. Give me 2 years. If I do what I want, give me a stake. Those are leadership transactions. Be bold enough to make such statements. There is vacuum for leadership. You go into a hall of Africans and you say, who want to speak? Nobody wants to raise their hand. They still have to beg them to talk. Go to a classroom of white people. Say, who want to speak? All the white kids will raise up their hand. They are bold. They project themselves. Africans will still run into the shell. This is your best time to shine. If you cannot shine as an African, you have lost. A atmosphere, a continent where people are pulling back, where people don't want responsibilities, when people don't want to be accountable, they don't want to come forward, they're not bold enough to talk, they're not bold enough to climb on platforms and ride on it. You are in that same continent and you are in the crowd instead of you to be leading. African entrepreneurs, if that is the person that you're going to become, then your new you should start wearing that personality now. Change the character, do the hard things so that your life can be easy. I'm going to close with this right now. And I want you to listen carefully. If you do not take anything down in everything I said, take a pen now and don't miss a single word that I'm about to say. The reason why I said it's very important is a lot of you have been fed with many things in religions, homes, in universities, in peer group, even in family. And I'm going to debunk what you have learned today. Remember, I'm only speaking to one person. I don't need every one of you. One person. You get this and you're fine. Everything you've learned before has cleared. It's only humility that can make you humble yourself enough to be able to wipe out what is there and get this new message in. Are you ready for this? Just take your pen and listen to this very important information that is different from what everybody has told you before. The only person you are destined to become is the person you have decided to be. If you decide to be this new you now, watch what will happen. I have introduced you to the new you. Now, the decision is yours. My name is Summy Francis, and I am absolutely nothing without God. God bless you all.